RHOBH Mauricio Umansky's text threatens police action. As Bravo stars Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky deal with their public split, there are more issues plaguing the family. New reports indicate that Mauricio has sent a text message used as evidence in a court filing. What exactly happened? Mauricio Umansky and sister file to legally protect their ailing father. According to In Touch Weekly, RHOBH star Mauricio Umansky's text messages reached the inside of a courtroom. In the text, Mauricio threatened legal action in order to protect his family. His father, Eduardo Umansky's ex-girlfriend, Simon Tabibnia, submitted the text to the courts, as per In Touch. As Mauricio's father ages, his cognitive health seems to be in decline. Last year, the real estate mogul and his sister, Sharon Umansky Benton, were made conservators of their now 81-year-old father's affairs. In Touch Weekly reports that Mauricio and Sharon grew increasingly concerned that Simon Tabibnia was isolating their father. After a while, the courts granted Sharon Umansky Benton's request for a restraining order against Tabibnia. Sharon also accused her father's ex-girlfriend of elder abuse and subsequently filed for a restraining order that would protect Eduardo Umansky too. Around 10 years ago were the first signs of threats and abuse, but it was difficult to understand exactly what was happening. Around August or September 2022 was when things began to escalate. The petition for a restraining order states, as reported by In Touch, "My father started having bloody arms and bruises. She would hurt him. When he would grab her arms, she would bruise and then threaten to send him to jail for abuse. As his daughter, I am trying to protect him from living out the rest of his life under duress." Sharon continued in the paperwork. She goes on to claim that her father has early signs of dementia and is being taken advantage of Simon Tabibnia. The real estate mogul threatens police involvement via text. In turn, Simon Tabibnia asserted that the Umanskys behaved aggressively toward her. On top of that, she submitted claims that Eduardo Umansky harmed her both physically and verbally. In her own filing, Tabibnia insisted that Eduardo has been calling and harassing her, which she finds very distressing. This is where Mauricio Umansky's text message came into evidence. Tabibnia's daughter Sharuz later became involved. Mauricio reached out to Sharuz and requested they stop contacting the family or they would get the police involved. "Sharuz, I am sorry to have to say this and write this text to you," the RHOBH star began. "Regarding your mom and my father, I want to remind you and her that she cannot be speaking to my father. We are aware that my father is calling her. Despite this, she is still picking up when she is not allowed to. We don't want to but are prepared to bring this to the police if she continues. Please make sure she is aware. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills never fails to bring the drama, but this time it's happening off-screen." Mauricio Umansky, the high-powered real estate mogul and estranged husband of Kyle Richards, has found himself at the center of a scandal that has tongues wagging from Beverly Hills to Bravo fan forums worldwide. A series of explosive text messages allegedly sent by Mauricio have surfaced, with one particular message threatening police action. According to sources close to the situation, Mauricio's text was directed at an undisclosed individual involved in his personal or business affairs. While details remain murky, whispers suggest that the message stemmed from ongoing tensions between him and Kyle amid their highly publicized separation. Given their decades-long marriage and high-profile lifestyle, the situation has only added more intrigue to an already headline-grabbing split. Rumors of Mauricio's fiery message first emerged when a mysterious screenshot began circulating among RHOBH insiders. The alleged text read, "If you don't stop this now, I will have no choice but to get the police involved." The recipient's identity has been carefully guarded, but speculation is rampant. Some believe the message was meant for someone within Kyle's inner circle, perhaps a close friend or even a family member. Others suggest it could be related to his real estate dealings, which have recently come under scrutiny. Fans have taken to social media to dissect the situation, with many questioning what exactly pushed Mauricio to make such a bold statement. Some believe it's tied to the breakdown of his marriage, especially as Kyle has been spending more time with country singer Morgan Wade. The speculation that Kyle and Morgan's relationship is more than just a friendship has only added fuel to the fire, and if Mauricio believes certain rumors are being spread to damage his reputation, it's possible he saw no other option but to draw a hard boundary. Then there's the possibility that Mauricio's text had nothing to do with Kyle at all. The agency, his multi-million-dollar real estate company, has faced its share of lawsuits and controversies over the years. While Mauricio has largely managed to keep his business image intact, the luxury real estate world is no stranger to disputes, and a tense negotiation gone awry could certainly result in a message of this magnitude. Could a disgruntled former client or business associate be at the heart of this drama? Some insiders seem to think so. Legal experts have weighed in on what this text could mean. A threat of police action, depending on the context, could imply harassment, trespassing, or even more serious accusations. If the recipient felt genuinely threatened, they could potentially take legal action of their own, turning what is now just a scandalous text exchange into a full-blown legal battle. As RHOBH fans know, Mauricio has long been considered one of the more laid-back husbands on the show. While the women engaged in feuds over wine and dinner parties, Mauricio was often seen as the relaxed, cannabis-loving, business-savvy husband who stayed out of the drama. That perception has shifted in recent months. His separation from Kyle, his stint on Dancing with the Stars, and his public outings with models have led some fans to believe that Mauricio is entering his villain era. Meanwhile, Kyle has remained cryptic about the entire situation. Though she has addressed their separation on RHOBH, she has been careful not to disparage Mauricio in public. However, in the latest season of the show, she has admitted to feeling like she doesn't truly know who he is anymore. Could this threatening text be an example of a side of Mauricio that Kyle has only recently begun to see? Bravo producers must be rubbing their hands together at the thought of how this drama will unfold in the next season. While Mauricio is no longer a regular presence on RHOBH, his name remains a focal point in the ongoing storyline of Kyle's transformation. With their separation continuing to play out in real time, fans are desperate for more details on what really went down between them. And this text scandal only adds another layer of intrigue. Some insiders suggest that Kyle and Mauricio have been trying to keep things civil for the sake of their family, but tensions have been brewing beneath the surface. If this text is any indication, things may not be as amicable as they have tried to present. Could this be the beginning of a more contentious battle between the once golden couple of RHOBH? Only time will tell. For now, Mauricio remains tight-lipped about the situation, and no official statement has been released from his camp. If he truly intended to involve the police, it's unclear whether any formal reports have been filed. But in Beverly Hills, where gossip spreads faster than wildfire, it won't be long before more details emerge. One thing is for certain, this saga is far from over, and fans will be eagerly watching to see what happens next. Will Mauricio speak out? Will Kyle respond? And most importantly, who was on the receiving end of that ominous message? The drama of RHOBH might be reality TV gold, but sometimes real life is even juicier.